Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Shristi, and if you are new here, please take a moment to subscribe. I am grateful for each one of you, and I'm back with a new video as I promised. And I post videos every weekend, so if you don't want to miss it, please subscribe. You all wanted me to make a video on what all expenses there are in Canada and how I manage my expenses. So this video is all about that, and this is definitely a guide video for someone who is coming to Canada and having an willing to have an insight on what all expenses there are gonna be and what to reduce and what to not. Okay, so breaking down the expenses in Canada, it's pretty housing, food, and transportation for some of you all. But if you are a student, you don't have to worry about transportation that much. But if you are someone who is on work permit, you have to worry about the transportation fees. And let's start with number one thing. Okay, so let's start with the first thing, that is rent. How much is the rent in Canada? So that is around 500 if you are staying in sharing. But if you are someone who is willing to stay in private rooms or like your own space, then it's gonna cost you a little more. But there are varieties of options for you. But if you are staying in basement, it's definitely lesser than what you have to pay in the first floor. So for the basement, I believe it's around 600 for the private space. And if you're someone who is living in the first floor, it's around 700 to um it depends. Like people are paying 900, one of my friend is paying 850, and I am paying 700 because like it's all private for me too. And yeah, definitely there are other people in the house, but private is just your room is your own, and you have to share all the kitchen and living spaces. As I said, if you are living in sharing, it's gonna cost you around 400 to 500, and some are like including utilities and some are not including utilities. So make sure you catch up with your owner on the breakdown of rent, like if the laundry is included or not, because many people have the co-in laundry here, and you have to pay some around $2, 275 for the washing, and then 175 for the drying. So yeah, if you don't have laundry in house, it's gonna be a little problematic because you have to keep on loading your card. And yeah, this is gonna cost you a little more, 20 to $30 every month. So I definitely talked about the rent. So rent along comes with Wi-Fi and utilities in the houses. If you are sharing with people, you are definitely gonna divide it within. So yeah, the rent here in Canada is around 400 to 500 if you are having it shared, and if you are leasing the own private place, it's gonna cost you 650 to 850 in general, but it can be more than that. It depends upon people and the lease and where you live. If you are living in Toronto, I think it's gonna cost you even more, but this is somewhere Hamilton, it's a rural place which is like outside of GTA, that's like Greater Toronto area. So yeah, it's usually a little cheaper than the Greater Toronto area, which is GTA. And if you are not paying utilities with your rent, then it's gonna cost you extra $50 to max. I was paying $30 in previous house, and here I am waiting for the utilities. So I just moved in. So I don't have idea about this place, but before I used to live in sharing, and I still live in sharing, but it's just like I have my own private room, and that's about it. But yeah, it's gonna cost you around $50 extra with your rent for the utilities. And also you have Wi-Fi. Some people provide you the free Wi-Fi, which is also included in the rent. They say it to you whenever you lease the property, or like you talk to them about. Mostly you have to pay the Wi-Fi extra. And I believe for Wi-Fi, you should be paying like $50 a month. It can be more than that and it can be less than that, but I was paying $50 before. So we used to, all the tenants of the house used to divide it among ourselves, and that was around like, I mean, we were four people, so it was around $13. Yeah, that's about it for it, right? Let's talk about groceries. Are something that is quite expensive in Canada, and if you take like $100, you are gonna get nothing. Like literally very few food. Yeah, be mindful about spending money in groceries. So I generally spend $200 every month in grocery. It depends upon people to people and what you consume and what is your lifestyle, or like if you go to gym and everything, you have to add up all the proteins, like extra protein, extra everything. So yeah, that is definitely gonna cost you a little more, but I believe it's gonna be same for most of us. And yeah, 200 a month, and sometimes it's even more than that. And sometimes it's literally like I'm not spending at all. So the next thing is the phone bill. It's gonna cost you roughly $100 if you have phone included in your plan. For me, it's $85 for like 15 Pro, and then with 60 GB of data. It varies to people. I have some of my friends spending $100 for same phone, and it varies from people to people and where they buy their phone from. I bought it from Best Buy, but some people do it from the college, or some people buy it from the malls and stuff. So it's definitely the promotion and all the sales that has been rounded up, and you will definitely get varieties of deals. So for the transportation, it's definitely gonna cost you $3.75 for now, but it varies for some age group. Like if you are older than 65, I guess, I'm not truly sure about it, but it varies from age range. If you are adult, you are gonna pay 275, I guess, and if you are older than 60, I guess you are gonna pay less than that. And you have the Presto thing. Presto is something that is used for the transportation here in Canada. You have to buy that from shoppers. That is gonna cost you around $5, and you can also purchase that from your school. And yeah, that's about it for the Presto. And if you pay cash, it's gonna cost you a little more, like $3.75. But Presto is gonna save you some money. So if you are someone who is here, you are interested in buying cars and everything, in installment, it's roughly gonna cost you $1,200. It depends upon car and the insurance company for sure. But yeah, there are some of my friends who spend $1,000, which is included with insurance of the car. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. And mostly if it's like high end car, you're gonna pay $1,200. Okay, so yeah, I think we covered housing, we covered groceries, we covered um the transportation. There are definitely gonna be some expenses, because we are humans and humans have desire. So be mindful about the desire. Okay, so yeah, if you're gonna go hospital, then definitely that's gonna be your whole paycheck of 2 weeks. So yeah, that's quite weird about this place. You use Uber, Lyft, everything. These are definitely the waste of money, but sometimes it's the problematic scenario, so you spend some amount of it. And every ride is not less than like $10. But if it's like near like a 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer distance, it's gonna cost you like around $5 or $6. But mostly it's like 10 to 15 bucks every time you do a ride. And yeah, be mindful of spending money in Uber, because that is so expensive. And um you don't really pay attention to that, but that is really draining your paycheck every time. Also the food takeouts, that is also gonna be around like $50 or for a single person. And if you are like two of them, you are gonna spend $100 or more for sure. So yeah, um I I rarely do takeouts. I mostly make food in house, and I mean, I mean, it's also to save money, but it's better to eat at home than going takeouts. But that doesn't mean you don't have to pamper yourself, take yourself a date every time, every once in a month. That's there, and shopping and everything. So yeah, I roughly separate like 100, sometimes 100, sometimes 200 bucks, so that I could pamper myself a little. And yeah, that's about it. I really hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next Saturday or Sunday. Like, I'm gonna post one day in a weekend. Mostly it's gonna be Saturday, but if it's like I'm too busy, I'm just gonna post on Sundays. So yeah, I'm so grateful for each one of you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please comment down. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.